Okay.
All right, are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. My name is Jody Coughlin. Kelly has graciously decided to help me do a sip and see online. This is our maiden voyage for one of these, so bear with us. We're going to go through and talk about Plexus and all the great things it can help us with. Our speaker today is Kelly Higginbotham, so go ahead and take it over.
I muted myself so it'd be a little bit easier. Okay, I think this is gonna work if I do it on speaker view so that you guys can see. I just wanna make sure this is working. Okay, can you see me? Jody, give a thumbs up because I can only see you. That it's only me in the screen? Or am I green highlighted?
You're green highlighted.
Okay.
I am now because I'm talking.
Right, okay. It just looks weird on my end, so I just want to make sure that it's me that you guys are seeing. Okay, and then I'm going to pull up the chat because I want to be able to use that chat for questions as I'm sharing. Now, if you don't know, again, it's at the bottom of the screen or on your phone. It should be, somewhere towards the bottom there. I think the 3 dots gets you to the chat. I can't remember, but use that to ask questions along the way. You might hear me say something about a product or a story, and you're like, wait, what about this? Or I have a question about this. That way you don't forget it, and then I can come back to it and answer those as we go along. But like Jody said, my name is Kelly Higginbotham. My husband, who you just kind of saw in the corner there, he grew up in Elmira. I did not even know Elmira was a place until I met him in college. Quite a handful of years ago. We've been married 14 and a half years. But we went to WSU, go Cougs! Since I am the one speaking right now, Matt, I'm gonna throw that out there and leave that for all of us. So that is a little bit of my background. I actually grew up in Walla Walla, and then we lived in Moscow, Idaho for 11 years, had all 3 of our children. They're 11, 9, and 5. And then 2 years ago, we moved up to Spokane. And so now that's where we live, here in Spokane, Washington. And it actually has been a great move for us. I was a little nervous because Spokane's like the big city, and I didn't really know what to expect. And I've loved it. I really have loved it. Our home is a great fit for us. So if you would have met me 4 years ago, I would have appeared as a very healthy person. I was a runner. I was working out 3 to 5 times a week and was, hi. Jen, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. My kids and everyone's still in the house, so we're gonna see how this goes. So I was working out, I was drinking my water, I was eating well, doing all the things that a healthy person would do, right? Yet behind the scenes, I had a very short fuse with my kids. I was stressed out financially. We were bouncing checks. I was trying to watch extra kids on the side because I thought maybe that would help with finances and whatnot. I was really buying into the lie that my kids were exhausting and a burden and whatever, because at the time, 4 years ago, my kids would have been 7, 5, and 1. And so I was not sleeping at night. I was missing out on like 2 to 3 hours every night, waking up, not being able to go back to sleep, tossing and turning, and just blaming it on my kids. Blaming it on needing a nap in the day, I needed caffeine. Like everything was just really survival based. Anxiety started to ramp up. I got on meds for that. And I was exhausted. And I really just chalked it up to my kids because all those t-shirts that say tired as a mama, or whatever. And I was like, oh, I guess motherhood is supposed to be like this. Turns out, as my friend reached out to me very bravely, she told me about Plexus. And I very reluctantly said yes, because I am not a diet person. I'm not a gimmick person. I hate fads. I hate all that stuff. So I was very reluctant. But somewhere in the back of my head was this little voice that was like, what if, Kelly? What if this can help you? What if this is what you're longing for and needing to get out of it? Because I knew people could be successful in network marketing. I just didn't know anyone personally that was successful in that. So I took a chance, started the triplex, which is what we are going to talk about. That is what this is here, the Slim and the BioCleanse and the ProBio 5. And we're going to sample it all together here in just a second. And, okay, honey, this is for Dad. I'm in a meeting right now, okay? You need to talk to Dad about that. Thank you. So she's passing me secret notes. I'm like, what am I going to do about that right now? So I started taking these products really secretly. I don't even know, maybe my husband knew about it. I'm not sure. I definitely didn't ask him if I should do it. I just kind of went for it. And 4 to 6 weeks in, guys, my cravings were under control. I was sleeping all night. Oh, because I had crazy sugar cravings. That was another thing that was kind of hiding in the back. I would sneak, ice cream or cereal or something after the kids went to bed to get a fix. Anyway, I didn't need those anymore. I wasn't going through the drive-thru anymore to get caffeine fixes or needing my naps anymore. And I was like, what's in this stuff? And I really got clear and educated myself on the power of gut health and blood sugar regulation, which is what we're going to talk about now. So everyone, if you have your Slim samples, you should have gotten one of these. This smaller stick is your Slim microbiome, and then the bigger one is the Slim hunger control. You can see there's a significant difference in size. But go ahead and pull those out, and we're going to mix those together right now. Now, if you have a water bottle, that's ideal. Maybe drink a little bit off the top so there's room to shake it. The bigger one, the Slim hunger control, has polydextrose fiber in it. Actually, okay, let me back up. Both of these are going to regulate your blood sugars. Blood sugar regulation is important because it is connected to so many other things, including our hormones. I think it's called the master hormone, or it's connected to the master hormone. I don't remember all the science. I am not a science person, but one thing I know is that this magical drink, it was the very first foundational product of Plexus. We actually started with as a breast health company. And then an endocrinologist, created Slim for diabetics, and people were losing weight on it. And they're like, what else is this doing? What is this? Because when your blood sugars are regulated, it's not spiking and crashing during the day as you eat and don't eat and eat and don't eat. And then you're sleeping better because your blood sugars are also related to sleep. So you're being able to stay in the REM. Guys, all done. Get on out of here. Go, please. It's all right. Don't go down. It's all right. Anyway, so then that's what these do. And then the added benefit of regulating your blood sugar with the big one, I'll start with the big one, has polydextrose fiber in it. That's going to keep you fuller longer, which is why it's called Slim hunger control. So not only is your hunger controlled or balanced with the blood sugar regulated, but now we're adding some fiber, so you're not going to eat as much or not want to snack as much, okay? This has flavor, you'll notice, of orange, lemon, and lime. And then this one doesn't have polydextrose fiber, so it's going to mix a little bit easier. Instead, it has Xalia oligosaccharide, which is XOS fiber. That is a prebiotic fiber that is like Miracle-Gro for your gut, your good bacteria in your gut. So whichever one you have, I want you to either get it in a water bottle or a shaker bottle. I have one of these. I think I'm going to mix, well, I already mixed them up in this actually. You can see there's a little bit difference in the colors. This is the hunger control and this is the Slim microbiome. And I want you to mix it up. If you're going to mix it in a glass, this is a trick, okay? You're going to take a fork, and as you're pouring it, mix it in the water as it's coming out, and that is going to minimize the clump, because it does get clumpy with the big one. The small one doesn't clump at all, but it's that polydextrose fiber that I was talking about. So let's go and mix that together. I want to put this on gallery view really quick so I can see everybody, or see some people. Oh, that works. Oops. Oh man. Okay, do you guys all have your Slim? Did you get it mixed up yet? Are we still mixing? Okay. Then in the chat, I want you to type in what you think. Like, what are the first reactions? Is it sweet? Is it refreshing? Is it delicious? What your thoughts are on it. And this doesn't have caffeine in it, you guys, so no one should be kept up tonight drinking this. I should have added that. It does, one of the ingredients is alpha lipoic acid that comes from our green tea coffee extract. So it's taken from the green bean before it's roasted, so there's no caffeine in it. In fact, they've done third-party tests, and even those say it's less than a cup of decaf coffee as far as like how much caffeine is in it. So that's pretty handy. So that is our signature drink, the pink drink. So this is going to help people with blood sugar, hormones, sleep. If there's something else that I'm missing, go ahead and put it in the chat. Those that already drink this and know this, but I heart Slim very, very much. I actually drink both. You can drink up to 2 a day. I start every day mixing my Slim with my Active and my collagen, which we can talk about too. Tastes like lemonade. That must be this bigger one, I imagine, Deb, is that you're drinking. Lorianne says sweet. I love it. What else do you guys notice? Yes, because this one is gonna, I notice more watermelon hints. This is watermelon, lemon, and orange in here. Oh no, sorry, lemon and raspberry and watermelon. And then this one is the lime, lemon, orange. Wow, that is really hard for me to say. Fruity, good. Burns fat instead of muscle. Yes, those are good. Restores the gut lining. Those are all good things. Okay, so as you're drinking that, enjoying that, we're going to talk about the other two that come with the triplex, our ProBio 5 and our Bio Cleanse. Again, I was like, Bio Cleanse, I was kind of scared because at the time, and still is, the word cleanse usually means let's plan our lives around the bathroom for the next 3 days. That is not what this is. This is a natural, effective magnesium and vitamin C supplement that keeps things moving through that need to be moving through, okay? What needs to be moving through? Toxins in your body. Did you know the average person carries 8 to 20 pounds of waste in their body at all times? You want to talk about a quick weight loss program. That's why I think people lose weight so fast when they do those big cleanses, is because you're cleaning it all out. Well, that's great, but then what happens when you eat again? We want that moving through. As you eat, it goes out. As you eat, it goes out. Not immediately after, obviously, but the ProBio 5, what's so cool about this, oh, move back to speaker view. Did I? I did it. Am I not in speaker view? Okay, hold on. Gallery view, speaker view. Oh, it's because Patricia's not muted. There we go. Make sure you're muted. Okay, speaker view. There we go. How's that? Can you see me now? Okay. Okay, good. So the ProBio 5, this little magic number, I was actually taking a probiotic. In fact, this was the product that got me excited about Plexus, because I was already taking a probiotic. I had already kind of heard the, humdrum about probiotics, and was like, well, I'm trying to be healthy. I'm already taking my multivitamin from the grocery store, my fish oil supplement. So why not add on a probiotic that I got from the co-op for $50? $50! Ours is not that expensive. But what I never noticed anything with this really fancy powder that I put in my drink and everything every day, nothing was changing. And again, I wasn't like super unhealthy. I was backed up, y'all. Like, pooping regularly is magical. That's all I have to say. And this has digestive enzymes and antifungals in it. So one of the things that I didn't realize at the time with my fatigue and my cravings was something called candida yeast. And when everyone has that in their gut, but when it grows out of control, it takes over, and it is a living organism that is wanting more. And how does it eat? It eats off yeast and sugar and stress, oral contraceptives, many different medications. And I was feeding it as it communicated to me to feed it. That's why I was wanting to eat more sugar all the time, right? And I was anxious, my anxiety was out of control. So this ProBio 5 comes in, and not only is it adding the good guys, it is obliterating the bad guys, that candida yeast. And that is exactly what it did. Well, as it's doing that, it's like killing off all that waste, right? The BioCleanse comes in and cleans out the waste, the toxins. So I'm regulating my blood sugars. That's maintaining sanity during the day as I'm cleaning out my gut and restoring the lining. And what happens then is I have a healthy system in my gut that is able to absorb the nutrients from my food and my vitamins that I'm supplementing every day. Before, I wasn't able to do that, because if you think about, this is a tube that I just have sitting here. My kids were playing doctor earlier, don't ask. But if I ate everything in my life through the same straw, okay, and never cleaned it out, the inside of this eventually would get like really gross and it would create kind of a wall on the inner lining. That ProBio 5 comes in and destroys that inner wall, and the BioCleanse flushes it out, and it cleans and creates a healthy lining. Okay, sorry, I'm just noticing the questions. So mixing together, I mix my active, I think you're asking active and slim if I mix those together. I don't mix my slims together. Maybe you're asking that. Oh, okay. You don't need to mix these together. If you want to have 2 a day, you just have like 1 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon. You're going to mix it 30 minutes before a meal typically. On an empty stomach is when you get the most benefits. And then ProBio 5 and BioCleanse, I actually take at bedtime with some other supplements too, but that's how you take the products. It's so simple to add to your life. Just what you just did, imagine doing that every morning or every day before lunch or something. That's all you have to do, and then pop a couple capsules at night and you're good to go, and you're gonna start feeling right as rain, okay? This is so good for autoimmune issues. I'll share my friend Jody. She also took these products 4.5 years ago. And in fact, instead of trying to like just guess all the details, she sent it to me so I could just read it to you guys. Just unlike myself, she actually had real health issues that she needed to get after, and these products did that for her. So she started almost 4.5 years ago because she had serious health issues for 20 years that escalated in the past 10 years. Always exhausted, addicted to coffee. She had IBS, colitis, migraines, leaky gut, food sensitivities to most foods. She had quite a laundry list of food allergies, you guys. Candida issues, skin issues, chronic sinus infections. She never slept through the night and had tons of pain from arthritis and joint issues. Her thyroid wasn't working and tons of hormone issues, and she was sick all the time. She says, my list was long, and although I was maintaining with my doctor's specialists and naturopath, nothing was helping me get well. So I desperately and skeptically tried Plexus, and I've never felt better. I no longer need my medications. That was after 4 months of consistency with the Triplex and the X Factor vitamin, which we're going to talk about here in a minute. I've since added in the Omegas, E's, Vital Biome daily, and continue to heal more every year. I'm not in pain. I have energy all day. I can eat again. No more stomach pain, IBS, or colitis, or migraines, and my husband is thankful to have a wife back that isn't miserable anymore. Plexus has given me my health back. And if any of you are on here that are really suffering with health issues, think about that. Like if you're unhealthy, think about even when you get a cold or when our husbands get colds. Okay, man, cold, hello. They're like, that's all they can think about is this getting better and getting healthy and like trying to find health again. When you're healthy, you can see clearly and like dream again and hope again and plan things again, okay? I mean, this coronavirus has us like all in our houses because people are afraid of getting sick. And so what if we were all healthy? Then we'd be out of our houses again. You know what? Health makes a difference and really matters. So if you're relating to any of this, go ahead and drop that in the chat. I'd love to hear like, oh yes, me too, or I suffer with this. Or you think about your friends or family members that you know that are always complaining about some of these same issues. You get to be that link for them possibly to share this with them. So that's the triplex that we talked about and the slim. And then another thing I wanted to highlight is our wellness combo. And then I am going to ask a few more questions, I think. Just want to make sure I'm on track here. Okay. So another combo we just came out for such a time as this. Okay, it's called the wellness combo because we know immunity is essential right now. It is every day, but now there's quite a felt need. Wouldn't you agree? So they have the ProBio 5 that we just talked about, and then Vital Biome. This is our other probiotic. This doesn't have the antifungals in it that attack the candida yeast, but it does have clinical strains that are proven to address anxiety and mood issues. And so my friends that have serious anxiety issues get on this and they are thinking clearly again. That's all I have to say about that. Plexus cannot make any guarantees or promises that we're going to heal, cure, or treat any diseases. And I have thousands of testimonies that I can send your way. Okay. Then we've got Ease. This is a magical product also that has turmeric and green-lipped mussel. If you have a shellfish allergy, you do not want this product. But if you don't, you want this product because inflammation is the silent killer for a lot of people in a lot of diseases. Our organs can be inflamed and we don't even really know it, okay? I'm a runner, like I said earlier, so I love me some Ease. This helps me and my joints and my body recover a lot faster too. If you live in a lot of pain, this is a saving grace for you. And then our X Factor Plus vitamin. This is our powerful multivitamin. We actually have 3 vitamins. One's a kid's chewable, one's X Factor Original with aloe, and then this is our X Factor Plus. This is for all you ladies that maybe really hate menopause and all the symptoms that come with it. This will help with hot flashes because of the, oh my gosh, I'm blank, grapeseed extract. All the minerals, it's got 24 essential vitamins and minerals in here. If there's something else on here, it says high potency multivitamin and multi-mineral microbiome activating polyphenols. If any of you guys, bioavailable, it's got, oh my goodness, real folate instead of folic acid. Folic acid is actually a synthetic folate. I did not know this, again, before I started learning all this stuff. And so if you know anyone with the MTHFR gene mutation, this is your vitamin that you want. Again, my friend Jody that I just read about, she has that gene mutation, her and her daughter. So this is the vitamin that has saved them in a lot of ways. So those are kind of, we have skincare, we have clean energy drinks, we have so many other things. We've got protein drink options, but I just wanted to highlight some of our foundational wellness products because they really are essential in where we're at right now with health issues and everyone's concerned about that. So let me go through the chats here if there's anything in here that I missed. Jody says you use the Ease cream every day. There is a cream for that too. Yes. No more hot flashes or night sweats. Oh man. Yes. No more hot flashes. Okay. Not all of them, but most of them. Yes. Awesome. Okay. Lorianne, you're experiencing that too. I love that. I'm not there yet. I just turned 40. So I know premenopause is right around the corner and I hope to never experience, hot flashes. I've heard they're terrible. Any questions about some of the products or, you know, you've got XYZ, do we have anything for XYZ? If you want to unmute yourself and ask, you can, or you can just type it in the chat, whatever you're more comfortable with. Okay. Okay. I think we're good then. I'm gonna keep on going then. I wanted to try to be done by 8 so that you guys can skedaddle to whatever Good Friday plans you might have if you have not already done them. Okay, if again, chat, oh my gosh, type it in the chat if you have a question and we'll answer those. So that's a little bit about our products, right? Like I said, when I joined 4 years ago, I had zero intention of joining for the business. I just wanted to secretly, they can see you, honey, tiptoeing isn't good.
I don't want to make any noise.
I love my family. So when I joined, I was secretly taking the products. In fact, I told a friend at the time, I will not be the person that posts all the time. I'm not going to do that. I'm so judgy, you guys. I was so critical and just thought it was all a scam and everyone was out for themselves, whatever. But after I was seeing the results in my life, I could not keep it to myself. I'm like, how many other tired mamas do I know in my life? A ton, given the nature of where I was at in life. I was in a MOPS group, Mothers of Preschoolers group. I was surrounded by mamas that were like commiserating together. We were all zombie mommies, you know? And so I got to share it with them. You guys got to try this pink drink. Have you guys tasted this stuff? It's so good. And I am a new woman. Well, sure, I'll try it. I started giving out samples. Well, here's one. Try this. Oh my gosh, Siri's talking to me on my phone. And so I'd let them try it. And then they started trying the products and taking the triplex just like I was. And their lives started getting transformed. They started sharing with it. Before I knew it, you guys, I had an accidental business. It literally was accidental. But I was just so excited about it. And that's all I needed it to be. By the second month, for sure, of sharing it, I had all my products paid for and products for my family of 5. There's 5 of us, 3 kids, if you have not seen them all by now, and my husband. My son alone, I should share his story a little bit. He had, at this point when I very first started, he had missed 11 school days already, you guys. When we got a cold in our house, we'd all get snotty noses or whatever. He'd get a fever 104 for days, and it turned into croup, and then pneumonia. I mean, he'd be wiped out, and so it was very stressful because he was also getting into soccer and really loving, he's a very big athlete. And so I'm like, I don't know how to control this because now we're on inhalers for when he has a cold because he can't breathe every time. And as a mom, like, you get really stressed out about that. That's no fun to see your kids sick, right? I started him on the Probio 5 and the X Factor vitamin and maybe a little bit of the Bio Cleanse. And now that you give them different doses, these aren't kid doses. Like, we really only have 1 kid product, but I do give my kids a lot of these products. Literally the next school year, 0 sick days, 0. And we've moved, like I said, to a whole new Petri dish. And he's had, I think, 1 sore throat and a couple days of a runny nose. We've not had any fevers in our house. I think my preschooler maybe had a fever 1 day, and it was like 101 for a day. If we are getting colds at all, it is so minimal and so short-lived. I cannot even tell you enough how amazing that is. Deb, you're asking if it helps with celiac. Celiac is, it's not going to heal it, okay, or cure. I can't make those promises. But I do know people with Crohn's and other serious gastrointestinal issues that literally cry when they run out of Probio 5 because they know how much it helps them. So I could look up a specific example for that. Were you going to say something? Did someone unmute themselves? Oh, Karen jumped on. Oh, there you go, girl. Okay. So I would find some specific testimonies on that because I know how serious that one is, and it's not going to hurt them. I'm just curious what kind of superpowers it would do, but it couldn't hurt because of the nature of Candida yeast. So hopefully that answers that. I definitely need help with inflammation and stiffness. Oh yes, no, that I can promise you that. That is going to be helpful. People with rheumatoid arthritis actually have found a lot of relief from their symptoms. Again, I cannot promise healing, but a lot of relief. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, so business. By 2nd month, paying for my whole family's products. By the 4th month, you guys, I earned my first $1,000 paycheck. Remember before how I said I was stressed out about finances all the time? I was already a tired mom, and the only solution I had, because we were on a 1 person income, because I chose to stay home with our kids, my husband worked, I was watching other people's kids on the side to try to make money. That was not helping my sanity. I'm just gonna say that, okay? But it was bringing some money in because we needed that, and I needed to pay for groceries. I didn't want to be crying in the car wondering how we were going to make that happen, and bringing my calculator, calculating all the little things I was putting in my cart, and having to say no to blueberries because my kids loved it, but it was really expensive and we didn't really need it. So that is what happened by the 4th month. So that $1,000, you better believe I was ecstatic. I couldn't even believe that it was that simple. Like I still was, we get paid up to 5 times a month, you guys. And every time I got a paycheck, I was literally asking my friends, okay, for real, what is this paycheck for? I really don't understand why I keep getting money. Like the comp plan is awesome. It's awesome. Okay. And I know a lot of people are stressed right now. If you're stressed financially, you know, if you've lost your job, like if you want to put that in the chat, like I would love to pray for you even. I won't do it right here, but I would pray for you after this because I know how stressful that can be when you aren't sure where your next meal is going to come from and paycheck and how you're going to pay for all those stupid fees the banks charge you, you know, when you bounce paychecks. My friend that shared with the friend that I joined with, okay, there's like a ripple, they were on welfare and they were stressed to the max. They have 9 kids and they're pastors and they didn't know how they were going to make it work and they wanted to adopt, and it was a desperate time for them, and they said yes to this, and now they are both, her and her husband, at the top of our company and just bought a really nice new house. I saw how much it was, and it was really nice. It was like twice as much as we paid for ours. And that was 5 years in, or 4.5 years in, okay? So this isn't something you have to spend 10 years on. I figure, well, gosh, I put 4 years into my college degree and left with debt and a degree I'm not using. What would happen if I put 4 years into this? Well, I still got to be at home, and I got to do stuff from my phone and social media. I don't carry inventory. This is the biggest party that I host, and it's on occasion. Like you said, this is our first time, you know, so it's not like we do this all the time. But it's fun. I'm a total extrovert. Maybe you picked up on that. So I love hanging out with people. So let's see, I'm 4 years in. I've been to Vegas twice because I get to travel way more now, which is also really fun for me. I've been to Orlando twice. I've been to the Bahamas on a free cruise. We chartered a cruise ship for Plexus and got to go one year. I've been to Disneyland and Disney World twice without my children for fun little perk trips. I have been to Maui. This last year, Plexus sent my husband and I to Maui for a week for free, flew us there, put us up in this really nice hotel. We got to go to a luau. We got to do some excursions because I opened my mouth and told my friends about something that I thought could help them and whatever their goals were, whether they were financial or health. I have no marketing background, no sales background, nor do I really like sales. I just really like helping people, and I love these products, and so I might as well tell people about it, right? So Plexus also has created a stimulus plan. We are all thankful that we're going to get a stimulus check, I think, next week from the government, but that's only a one and done, okay? Plexus, they're committed this month to put $6 million in the hands of 10,000 families. So over 10,000 families, $6 million is out, so $600 per family. What could $600 do for you this month in your budget? What could $600 do for you next month in your budget? Because this job is residual income. I did not even know what that was before Plexus or before network marketing, but I can tell you I am not stressed out at home right now. I'm still getting paid during this crazy time that we are living in right now because of residual income. I can be vegging out, watching Netflix with my kids, and I'm still getting paid. That is residual income. I am working my tail off, and I'm still getting paid. That is residual income. But it comes, and I get to say when I work and when I don't work, when I rest, when I take time for my family vacations. Being your own boss is legit. I could never do anything else.
Cut us on your chin.
Okay, well, Dad can handle that. Thanks, baby cakes. I love you. Okay, so also, you could get $600 in your pocket, right? Our welcome packs, like this triplex, wherever that went. This is a welcome pack. Typically, It's $99 when you first join, which is below wholesale cost. Right now, they're 10% off all of our welcome packs. So whatever your goals are, we can find a pack for you and get you 10% off. For the first 2 people to join Plexus tonight, oh, that is another thing. Okay, sorry. Also, there is an annual membership fee that gets you access to wholesale pricing for a year. That's $39.95. That's like Costco's $50 or whatever it is a year, right? Ours is $39.95. Well, right now this month it is $9.95. $9.95 for you to have access to a total business that you can work at. Get $600 just by adding a few of your friends, telling them about it, and telling them you need to try this with me. Let's do this together, because we all are more successful in life when we have accountability. You get to set up your power partners, your accountability partners, to keep you on track and them on track, and earn some income along the way. That's $10 to jump in, $89 welcome pack. And for the first 2 to join tonight, I'm going to throw in another $20 to you. So that'll be a $69 welcome pack, which is so cheap. Plus the $10 membership, okay? So be sure to reach out to the person that invited you and let them know, I want in. Let's do this. Let's get this in. It'll take you 10 minutes to sign up. This is not an hour-long process, okay? And then you will get to be part of an amazing community full of rock stars like in this group, okay, that are going to cheer you on and believe in you and instill passion in you and encourage you. I did not have anyone in my life doing that, and so you better believe that fueled me when I joined this team and had people cheering me on and wanting me to succeed. That was awesome. So that's what you get tonight. Also, we're doing a giveaway for a $15 Amazon card, and Jody put together this awesome mixed bag of samples of all kinds of products, some that I didn't even get to talk about tonight, including our lean shake and our collagen. I think there's some skincare, there's some Ease cream in there, and some Slim, all kinds of good stuff. So I want you to think about, what if this is the opportunity that I've been looking for my health and my finances? What would it do for me if I had people in my corner cheering for me every day? What would it do for my family if I could grow and develop myself to be the person that I've always wanted to be, the leader I've always wanted to be, the influencer to impact the world, impact your family, whatever, however big your dreams want to grow, there literally are no limits in this industry. And that is what I've learned over the last 4 years. I think that's all I have to say. I do want to open up more questions, but I'm going to have Jody wrap it up with her story. Let's do that, Jody. I'll mute myself. Keep your questions coming in the comments there too, the chat.
Right. Thank you guys for sticking with us and listening to our product information and the business information. I started Plexus about 2 years ago when my cousin Stacy started posting about how it was helping her, and it was helping with gut health and mainly acid reflux. I've been fighting for probably 5 years with horrible acid reflux. I mean, I couldn't drink coffee. Anything that had any kind of spices in it, I couldn't eat it. I was kind of down to bland food, bread, water. Kind of seemed like that some days. Even pepper would bother my stomach. So when Stacy posted something about Plexus and helping with gut health and acid reflux, I was like, yeah, I kind of watched a little bit. She kept posting, and finally I jumped on and I bought just the Slim. And I got to tell you, after 6 weeks, I chatted her back and said, let's go for the rest of it. Let's sign up wholesale. Let's do the triplex. Let's keep going, because I feel so much better. My stomach was starting to quit hurting. The inflammation in my fingers was almost gone, to the point where I could flex my fingers and it didn't hurt. That's huge for me. And I didn't even know that existed. And so it was like, okay, we're going forward. And then she said, you're going to probably lose a little bit of weight. Well, I did. Within the next year, I lost 25 pounds, 2 pant sizes, been able to keep that off, working on more of that. But I think the huge part for me is I was on 2 medications for my acid reflux. I'm down to 1. I was at that point starting metformin. My doctor was going to put me on metformin because my blood sugar A1C was a little higher than it needed to be, and I wasn't really wanting to go on metformin. So I said, hey, can I try Slim and Plexus and see how that works for me? And she says, no, let's put you on metformin and see if that'll help out. And I'm like, okay, really don't want to. So I went for the next 6 months with Plexus, doing Slim, the triplex. Went back to my doctor and my A1C was down. She's like, that's great, you know, how's things going? And she says, the metformin's working for you. And I said, well, actually it's not, because I never took it. My A1C dropped because I was doing Plexus. I changed my diet a little bit, but I wanted to see how Plexus was going to help, and it did. I've not been back on metformin. Again, I dropped that one acid reflux drug. I've reduced the other acid reflux by half, and hopefully within the next year, I'll be off of that. I have never been able to stick with anything more than 6 months, and I've been on Plexus for 2 years. I got into the business because people started noticing how I looked different. I was losing weight, and I was sounding different, and I was feeling good. I was like, maybe if I start sharing this a little bit with my friends, it'll help them out. And I'm now getting my products paid for 1.5 years later. So, and that's my products and the products my husband's taking. So the business just kind of falls there. It doesn't, you have to kind of work a little bit, but a lot of times it just falls there. Your friends see how great you are and you just keep going. But I use the triplex. I'm on X Factor. Oh, thank goodness. No more hot flashes, no more night sweats. I feel so much better. Fingernails, thick, strong, they grow faster. My hair is driving me nuts right now. I'm doing the collagen, which is also helping with the hair and things like that. And I love the Biome face cream. There isn't a product I've tried yet with Plexus that I don't like. So, I mean, we have a lean drink, a protein drink, and I love them. They're great. Mix them up real quick, mix them with peanut butter and a banana, and you have a liquid banana bread. So, but anyway, I could go on, just like Kelly, Stacy, we could go on for hours about how the products are great. So if you have any questions, get with me, the person that invited you, and we'll talk more about Plexus and how it can help you out. And we'll do the drawing after we close the video, and I'll chat you if you win. So there'll be one drawing for the $15 Amazon card and then one drawing for the sample pack. So does anybody have any other questions?
What's your Slim?
Hold on, Eve. My 5-year-old's begging for Slim. There, look at her Slim, little puppy.
I want to
Back
see.
to you, Kelly.
Oh my gosh, okay. I want to take a little selfie, if you guys don't mind. I'll stop recording this. I thank you all for coming.